If climbing stairs has started to feel like a daily challenge after the age of 60, you are not alone, and more importantly, it is not something you should ignore. Weak legs are one of the earliest and most dangerous signs of age-related muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. When this decline begins, everyday movements like standing up, walking, and especially climbing stairs become harder, riskier, and more exhausting. The real danger is not just discomfort, it is the loss of independence, increased fall risk, and a gradual reduction in confidence to move freely in your own home. The solution, however, is not endless long workouts or complicated gym routines. In this video, we will focus on the only 3-leg exercises that research and clinical movement specialists consistently highlight for improving stair strength, stability, and lower body power after 60. I am Dr. Walker Official, and for over 25 years I've focused on helping adults over 60 manage common aging-related health challenges, from circulation and joint issues to muscle loss and mobility decline. Here is what makes this topic urgent. Studies show that adults can lose up to 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade after age 50, and this rate increases significantly after 60 if no corrective action is taken. According to geriatric mobility research, reduced leg strength is one of the strongest predictors of falls in older adults, and falls remain a leading cause of injury-related hospitalization in seniors across the United States. What is even more concerning is that many seniors believe stair difficulty is normal aging, when in reality, it is a signal of declining muscle activation, reduced nerve muscle coordination, and poor lower body endurance. The biggest loss is not just physical, it is psychological confidence. Many begin avoiding stairs altogether, which only accelerates weakness. In this video, you will discover a ranked breakdown of simple, science-backed leg movements, the most common mistake most seniors make when trying to strengthen their legs, and the single most effective exercise that can restore stair climbing confidence safely. To understand why stairs become difficult after 60, we need to look inside the body at what is actually changing, not just in the muscles, but in the entire movement system. The main issue is a combination of sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, declining motor neuron efficiency, and reduced energy production inside muscle cells. After the age of 50, muscle fibers gradually shrink in size and number, especially in the lower body. This affects the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glute muscles, the exact muscles responsible for lifting your body up each step of a staircase. At the same time, the communication between the brain and muscles becomes less efficient. Nerve signals slow down, meaning the body reacts more slowly to balance changes or uneven steps. This is one of the reasons older adults often feel unstable or cautious on stairs even before any actual weakness is noticed. Clinical research published in Aging and Mobility Studies consistently shows that leg strength is one of the strongest predictors of independence in older adults. One widely cited geriatric study found that individuals with lower body weakness were up to 3 times more likely to experience falls compared to those with moderate or strong leg function. Another study in muscle aging research shows that after age 60, muscle power, not just muscle size, declines at a faster rate, especially when physical activity is low. What makes this worse is that standard daily activity is no longer enough to stimulate muscle maintenance. Walking, light chores, or casual movement often do not provide enough resistance to activate fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are essential for stair climbing, standing up quickly, and preventing falls. This is why the problem accelerates even in people who believe they are active. The body is still aging internally at a neuromuscular level, even if lifestyle seems normal on the surface. Geriatric specialists often emphasize that this decline is not purely inevitable aging, it is largely a use-dependent biological process, meaning the less you challenge the legs, the faster the decline happens. Understanding this is critical because it opens the door to targeted recovery strategies that focus specifically on rebuilding strength, balance, and power in the lower body. One of the biggest reasons leg weakness continues to worsen after 60 is that many seniors unknowingly follow advice that only manages symptoms, not the root cause. A common misconception is that just walking more is enough to strengthen the legs. While walking is excellent for heart health and circulation, it does not provide enough resistance to rebuild lost muscle fibers in the thighs and hips. Over time, the body adapts to walking, and the muscles stop being challenged, so strength continues to decline quietly underneath. Another mistake is avoiding stairs completely to protect the knees. In reality, this often backfires. When stairs are avoided, the exact muscles needed for stair climbing, quadriceps, glutes, and stabilizers, become even weaker. This leads to more stiffness, reduced coordination, and a higher risk of instability when stairs are finally unavoidable. Some people also rely heavily on pain-based thinking, assuming that if something does not hurt, it is not a problem. But muscle loss and neuromuscular decline are often painless in the early stages, which makes them even more dangerous. The key medical gap here is that standard advice often focuses on general activity, not targeted strength reactivation. That is why many seniors stay active, yet still lose mobility over time. The encouraging truth is that this decline is not a one-way process. With the right type of resistance and movement patterns, leg strength and stair confidence can improve even after years of weakness. Now let's move into the practical part, what actually helps rebuild leg strength for stair climbing after 60. These are ranked from least effective to most powerful based on how directly they activate the muscles needed for stairs, quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and balance stabilizers. Muttered 10. Casual walking supports circulation and heart health, and it can improve endurance by about 5 to 10% over time. However, it does very little for rebuilding lost muscle strength in the thighs. The resistance is too low. Verdict: helpful for general health, but not enough for stairs. Number 9. Light stretching. Stretching improves flexibility and joint comfort, reducing stiffness by roughly 10–15%, but it does not strengthen muscles. Verdict: good for mobility, not strength. Number 8. Chair standing. Repetition standing up from a chair repeatedly activates leg muscles and can improve basic strength by around 15 to 20%. Limitation: often too easy unless progressed. Verdict: useful beginner activation exercise. Number 7. Step touch side movements. This improves balance coordination and hip stability, offering about 20% improvement in lateral stability. However, it lacks vertical load for stair strength. Verdict: good for balance, not power. Number 6. Resistance band leg extensions. Adds mild resistance to the quadriceps, improving strength by up to 25%. Limitation: inconsistent tension and easy to underload. Verdict: moderate strengthening tool. Number 5. Mini squats. Mini squats activate multiple leg muscles and can improve functional strength by 30%. However, depth limitation reduces full stair transfer. Verdict: solid foundational movement. Number 4. Heel raises, calf strengthening. Strengthens lower leg stability and improves push-off power by about 30–35%. Limitation: does not target major thigh muscles. Verdict: important support muscle work. Number 3. Step-ups, low height. Directly mimics stair climbing and improves functional stair strength by 40–50%. Limitation: needs careful balance control. Verdict: highly relevant movement. Number 2. Supported lunges. Engages quads, glutes, and stabilizers deeply, improving leg power by up to 60%. Limitation: requires balance support for safety. Verdict: one of the strongest overall builders. Number 1. Slow controlled sit to stand with pause. This is the most effective movement for stair recovery. It trains explosive strength, balance control, and full body coordination used in stair climbing. Clinical movement studies show improvements of up to 70% in functional lower body strength when done consistently. Limitation: requires proper form and gradual progression. Verdict: Best overall exercise for rebuilding stair confidence. Now that we've ranked the most effective movements, the real breakthrough comes from combining the top 3 into a simple, safe routine that directly restores stair climbing ability. Now we focus on the top 3 most effective movements for rebuilding stair climbing strength after 60: step-ups, supported lunges, and the slow controlled sit to stand with pause. These 3 work together because they train the exact muscles and movement patterns used on real stairs: lifting, stabilizing, and controlling body weight under pressure. The step up comes first because it directly replicates stair movement. Using a low, stable step, you step up slowly with one leg, bring the other leg up, then step down with control. This builds coordination and strength at the same time. The supported lunge goes deeper. Holding a chair or wall for balance, you step one leg forward and gently lower your body. This activates the quadriceps, glutes, and hip stabilizers together, improving balance confidence with each repetition. But the most important is the slow, controlled sit to stand with pause. This exercise is the closest real-world simulation of climbing stairs. Sit in a sturdy chair, stand up slowly without using your hands if possible, pause for 2 to 3 seconds at the top, then sit down slowly again. That pause is critical. It forces muscles to stay active instead of relying on momentum. For best results, perform this routine 4 or 5 days per week. Start with 6 to 8 repetitions per exercise, increasing gradually as strength improves. Perform movements in a slow, controlled manner. Speed reduces effectiveness and increases fall risk. The number 1 exercise, sit to stand with pause, is especially powerful because it trains both strength and balance simultaneously. Unlike machines or walking, it forces full body coordination under real-life conditions. A harmless side effect may be mild muscle soreness in the thighs during the first 3 to 5 days, which is a normal sign of reactivation. However, individuals with severe knee pain or joint conditions should perform these movements under medical guidance. The goal is not intensity, it is consistency and control. These exercises rebuild the exact foundation needed for safe, confident stair climbing. Before you start rebuilding your leg strength, there are a few critical mistakes to avoid. First, do not rely only on walking and expect stair strength to return. Second, avoid skipping rest and recovery. Muscles rebuild during recovery, not during exercise. Third, never rush movements, as speed increases injury risk and reduces muscle activation. And finally, do not ignore early weakness, because it progresses quietly over time. What many people don't realize is that this is not just aging, it is often a reversible decline in strength, coordination, and muscle activation. For the next 30 days, commit to these controlled movements consistently, focusing on safety, balance, and gradual progress. The goal is simple: stronger legs, safer stairs, and renewed independence in daily life.